Virgo people, welcome to Enchanted Cottage. This is for you if you have zodiac placement of Virgo in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs. And you can see how to get a free birth chart in the description box below, so you'll know that information if you don't already have it. And also, I did a little video just a little bit ago explaining placements, right? So this is going to talk about matters of love, if you're single and looking, if you are single not looking. We're going to check on your family dynamic and your money. And don't forget, the very best part is at the end. It is the advice part of this video. So, okay, with that being said, Virgos, let's start with those of you who are dealing with someone, right? We're going to look at their energy, your energy, and the probable outcome, Virgo. One more cut is going to do it. Okay, Virgo, their energy. All right, Virgos, this is a lot different from what we have seen, in your past readings. So this may be for a different set of Virgos or what have you. I don't know. Just take what resonates. We're going to throw out the zodiac signs first, and, with the caveat that it may or may not be what is the part of the story that resonates. But in general, I'm seeing some of you dealing with some issues, okay? Air, fire, air, water, earth, Gemini specifically, maybe not, and air again. So the zodiac signs may or may not be the part of the reading that resonates, but the message, as I always say, is what is most important, okay? All right, I think that you guys have kind of have come out of, are coming out of something. I don't know, okay? I see this almost like as a timeline, but I think there has been like something that was maybe hidden or not seen. You've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse, okay? Can be a little bit controlling energy. Maybe, that's in your person's energy, so that could be their perception of you. Maybe they dealt with that. Maybe that's them. I don't know. But the Five of Swords in the reverse does speak to outgrowing some competitiveness and outgrowing being overly critical, okay? But you've got the Knight of Swords in reverse, okay, which, can speak to fearing conflict and, fearing some things. So, and it can speak to people pleasing. So, maybe somebody was fearing something and that's exactly what they manifested. Okay, you know how that works with law of attraction. If you've seen my law of attraction video in my self-improvement playlist, okay? It's kind of interesting because, I think there is a lot of emotion here, okay? Three of Cups certainly speaks to, a lot of celebrations and happiness, but on the other hand, somebody's got some there's abandonment fears, maybe. I think there's fears on both sides that are creeping into this. That's what I'm getting overall. We've got it on the energy of your person, and now we're talking about you dealing with perhaps fear of abandonment, some anxiety, overthinking, and kind of sleepless nights many times, okay? Dealing with some egotistical energy, possibly, okay? Perfectionism, Three of Pentacles reversed, right? And again, egotistical. What is going on, Virgo? What is up? Wow. But whatever it is, I see you coming out of it, and here's why. All right, the probable outcome is this. Whatever is going on, the drama is going to clear. That is all about the tower that is in the reverse here, okay? You got the Queen of Swords and the Magician in the upright in the probable outcome too. So, and certainly I love the Queen of Swords, one of my favorite cards, and I'll tell you why. I guess maybe, having, a sun sign and a rising sun both in an air, having air placement, that maybe that's why I like this card so much. But at any rate, the Queen of Swords is highly intuitive, oftentimes very intelligent, okay, very intuitive. No problem cutting people out of her life as, when they don't align with where she's headed and where she's going in her own energetic vibration, okay? She actually is a very caring and compassionate individual. She's not going to cut somebody out and just tell them to F off. No, she's going to wish them well. Namaste. I want you to eat, just not here at my table kind of thing, right? Bye. Peace out. Yep. You know, smiles, and then she moves along to, doesn't even focus on it. She just moves right along to, you know, high vibrational, you know, land kind of thing, you know. And you've got the Magician card, which is a beautiful card. Oftentimes, many readers do associate, some readers associate the Lover's card with Gemini energy, others the Magician, you know, and probably one of my other top 5 favorite cards in the deck. For this reason, a very high vibrational ability to manifest whatever they want to, right? Just a master of manifestation. So whatever these fears are that you have dealt with or are dealing with, you know, I see you outgrowing, okay? And this, you know, I see the egotistical energy maybe going away. Now, I don't know. This could go one of 2 ways. It may mean that you know, you step away from this completely, and that's how you come into your power and become this master of manifestation. Or maybe this speaks to the relationship. Let's get a little clarity, Virgo, on this. You know, see if we can get some insight into how that comes about, you know. Either way, you know, I think it works well for you. But I want to see what this means, okay? You know, let's just delve into this a little bit deeper. I'm going to pull some clarifiers here. Yeah, okay, well, all right. Okay, no, this has got staying power. Okay, 6 of Swords in the upright does speak to coming out of drama. You know, can mean a distance. Okay, I'm going to throw that out. You may be dealing with somebody, you know, a long distance kind of thing, a commute, whatever. Could also just speaks to some energetic distance, kind of bridging the gaps. Okay, wow, can't talk. But anyway, the 6 of Swords, you know, still has dark clouds, but the person in the boat is moving away from them, put their swords away, they're done fighting, the stress and the strain and the drama is over. Again, that's very consistent with that Tower reversed, okay? 8 of Cups reversed, okay? Beautiful, because that speaks to 2 things. Number 1, resilience, okay? And number 2, and so I'm going to take that in the relationship. And number 2, when the 8 of Cups comes up in the upright, that's my walking away card, but it's in the reverse, okay? So I think this has got staying power. You know, interesting, you know, and that's water and air, by the way. And then you pull the Leo card, which is the card of, which is strength, speaks to inner strength and courage. When I see these cards, okay, there are certain cards in the tarot that when they come up, they're very telling. And the Strength card is one, the Star card is another for me, okay? And what that speaks to is this, you know, when you say somebody, and resilience is another one, the 8 of Cups reversed, 2 of these cards are telling me the same thing. You know, definitely inner strength and resilience, okay? Now, both of those aspects of a person, if they have those traits and you can use that to describe yourself, then that tells me that you overcame some stuff and you did some energy work and some shadow work that made you very strong. You stepped into where you understood your ability to be resilient, and you developed or came into the knowledge of your existing inner strength and courage. Beautiful, Leos. So I think that whatever you're going through or went through is going to, you know, and maybe this was outside of the relationship itself, that you guys kind of dealt with this as a team, okay? I don't know. And, you know, but, you know, whatever the challenges were, I feel like, you know, you're going to overcome them. And look, every relationship is going to have, you know, obstacles that they have to overcome, right? It's just how you go about dealing with those things. So I think you're okay, Virgo. I really do. So the next part of the reading is if you're single as a Pringle and you want to know what new options might be out there, Virgos. Single and looking to see what is out there. Sometimes we get multiple options here. Sometimes we get red lights, advice. We just don't know. We're just going to see what the cards tell us, okay? And just kind of intuitively read, which is what this is all about, right? Okay, one more cat and we'll have it. All right, here we go. Well, I like that one. I like that one, and I love that one. Virgos. Well, okay. So I'm going to give you the cards. And then, you know, we've got the Ace of Cups, which of course is water energy, or 8 of Pentacles, Earth, and then King of Cups again, water. Okay. understand this. The zodiac signs may not be the part of the reading that's the most important. Many times that's the case. Ace of Cups is all about coming into self-love. Can mean a love offer, but it is about seeing yourself in the eyes of the divine. Poised to bring in good things if you haven't already, okay? King of Cups. Whoa, man, let's talk about that energy. Very mature, silent strength, warm and caring, a lot of insight, very intuitive. Many times it's an individual involved in the arts or creative or healthcare, nonprofit in some way, okay? Music, poet, whatever, but very creative, very nurturing, often silent strength kind of thing, okay? The advice is to make sure to everything around you keep in alignment with your own energetic vibration and your goals, right? To be supportive, right? And the Ace of Cups, the advice there is to see yourself through the eyes of the divine, right? Realize at your core, at your soul level, you are literally made of divine source love, okay? Eight of Pentacles is all about abundance. Beautiful. The Eight of Pentacles, there is advice sometimes with the Eight of Pentacles to make sure that you keep your balance between spirituality and the 3D and your different, demands within the 3D, and we all have, everything pulling at us, right? We're parents, we have romantic partners, we have other family members, we have friends, and of course we have our job where we make our coins. But don't get so overly focused on your coins, whatever, that you neglect something else, right? You have to be a good steward of your energy, right? And most of all, if you don't take time with yourself, you can't be helpful to anything or anyone. You will not be effective in any area of your life. So keep that in mind, Virgos. So that's a really pretty reading for you, Virgo singles. Okay, if you're single and you're not looking and kind of taking a break, this part I've added by request. We are going to see how you're doing and just kind of take a little energy snapshot of your vibration and any advice that comes up. Okay, let's see where you guys are, Virgos. Okay, some of you may be dealing with making a decision. You may be dealing with a Gemini or Scorpio, okay? But, okay, so here's what we have. Something, that you've got the Death card, which is, you got two major arcanas here, okay? The Lovers card, which is Gemini energy, the Death card, which is Scorpio energy, and Three of Swords, which is air energy, okay? Now, let's make some observations. The Lovers card, you may have some, you may be struggling making a decision, but the advice there is to use your intuition and always walk with integrity and take the high road, right? The road less traveled. I can't remember. I think that's a Robert Frost. But anyway, read, just pull that up and read. It's a beautiful poem. I love Robert Frost. I'm kind of a poet freak. I love Robert Frost. I like E.E. Cummings. And of course, I wouldn't be a poem lover if I didn't love Edgar Allan Poe, right? I had a dog named Edgar for him once, right? But okay, I digress. The Death card is all about, maybe something, it's all about transformation and major change. The Death card is the most misunderstood card in the tarot deck, okay? Rarely is it predicting literal death, okay? But it's death to a cycle, which is actually, sometimes very good. I mean, particularly, when we're coming out of shadow work, dark night of the soul, or, a yucky relationship, right? So it's all about, just, transforming yourself. And I love it. Okay. The Three of Swords, that's the card of heartbreak. Okay. And, maybe some of you just came out of a situation where maybe, and, oftentimes Three of Swords, many readers associate that with a third-party situation, and I throw that out as well as a possibility, but it's all about, the advice on that card, first of all, it's all about separation or, whatever, but, misery, drama, whatever. But, and it does speak to the ending of a draining situation. Again, the Death card. I like this. I mean, that you're coming out of it. Step out on your own. Separate yourself from situations that you are not in alignment with. And you know what those are, right? Use your own creativity and imagination to seek out things that are more rewarding, okay, and where you are valued and appreciated. Because if someone can't see your value, that's not your problem, that's theirs, right? It has nothing to do with you and who you are and, you know, your own value, right? So, and, you know, of course, just continue on your shadow work. You know, I think that's, you know, we all have to you cannot constantly do shadow work because it is very draining. It can be very depressing, okay? And it, in many times, feels like the dark night of the soul, as you hear me talk about in my shadow work videos. And, you know, that's in my playlist called Self-Improvement. It can really help you out and get you started on that journey. But now we're going to take a look at the family dynamic. I have added this to my readings because I think it is so important. It impacts us so strongly in every area of our life. So let's get some observations and advice about your family, okay? All right, Virgos. Okay. Some of you may be feeling like some loss of some sort, right? A loss of will, kind of a loss of action. You know, you've got the Eight of Wands, it's in the reverse, okay, which can mean poor communication, blocked communication, or just, you know, not something being stagnant, not moving forward, okay? But the Eight of Wands, you know, it speaks, in the reverse, speaks to delays. The advice on that is to evaluate what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong and make the necessary changes, okay, within yourself of things you may be able to approach differently. You know, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, you know, which does speak to an eventual positive outcome, okay, and the need for patience and trusting the process, okay. Eventual positive outcome, patience being the key words, eventual and patience, an eventual positive outcome, but it's going to require work on your part, right? The Knight of Pentacles is often about, you know, increasing your knowledge and, you know, that sort of thing, right? And understanding, you know, that, you know, taking opportunities to be helpful in situations, right? Okay, I'm just going to throw that out there. So, all right, if you are interested in what's going on with your job, career, and if you're self-employed or you're looking for a job, this part of the reading is for you. Oftentimes, it's more often than not about advice. Sometimes we get observations too. We'll just see, okay? All right, let's take a look, Virgo. Some of you are kind of feeling like you're fighting a losing battle, right? You know, you're feeling like you've done all that you can do, okay? You're reminded of this, okay? First of all, I do feel like you're feeling stuck and where you're, you know, you may be feeling a little bit stagnant, okay? Four of Cups. We got water, earth, and fire for what it's worth, but okay. Nine of Wands, but, you know, maybe some of you are avoiding healing, you know, and avoiding reaching out for some help in a situation, okay? Seven of Pentacles reminds you that slow and steady wins the race, right? Seven of Pentacles is, and, you know, a lot of people hate it when I say this, but it is what it is. I have to read the cards like they are. But Seven of Pentacles for me many times is about the Divine Timing card, keeping your long-term goals in focus. Certainly that's a card of abundance, okay? But it's all about slow and steady and putting in the work, right? When you're working that law of attraction, right? This woman is not afraid, and genderless, mind you, but this woman is not afraid to put forth the effort. The advice on the Four of Cups is this, okay? Look at the reasons why you feel stagnated, why you feel bored, why you feel like you're not, you know, fulfilled, and make any necessary changes. That can mean, you know, nobody can tell you what those changes may be needed, okay? It may mean that you know, it's your mindset, okay? It may mean that you need to maybe, you know, look at doing something else, you know? I'm not telling anyone to quit their job without having another job, right? What I am telling you is to just look at the whole big picture meditate on it, and then you'll know what to do, right? Okay, the right answers are going to come to you when you need them. I promise you that, okay? So let's get you some Moonology cards, Virgo, for your advice part of the reading, okay? And, you know, we're going to do that. And then I've got another little thing I've started doing in these readings as well. Okay, Moonology, what do we have? Communication is key. New Moon in Gemini. You may be dealing with some Geminis, right? Okay, and you know what, Virgos, I know this is hard because I know it's, you know, I know you beat up on yourself a lot, but you know what, believe in the impossible, you know, and that's the only way you're ever gonna, you know, manifest the greatest things for you is through your subconscious beliefs, right? I talk about that a lot, you know, getting into that theta state in meditation. There's a lot about that, you know, how to get started in that in my playlist called Self-Improvement, right? I've referenced some videos that I think are very helpful to you from some folks, okay? And this is all about putting a practical plan towards your dreams, right? Nothing is going to fall in our laps, right? And you may be dealing with a Taurus, okay? Just throwing that out there. But you know, if you're single especially, or if you're looking for work, or you're, you know, wanting something, you have to make a plan to make that happen, right? You have to take the actions, right? If you're looking for a job, you got to put out resumes. If you want a promotion, you got to dress like the job you want and act like the job you want before you get it. Now, don't go bossing people around. I don't mean that. But you know, the only way to get noticed is to get out there and make yourself known. If you're looking for love, you know, it's, you know, I'm not saying to go out there and pursue love. I don't, you know, you do attract it, but on the other hand, you're not going to attract it by sitting on your sofa eating bonbons and watching Criminal Minds, okay? You got to be visible, right? And it's a little bit hard right now with everything going on with COVID. The last part of the reading I'm going to do, I did this cheesy little 3x5 deck of sayings and quotes, and all of these, for one reason or another, are important and hit my heart. And whenever I know who said them, I give credit. If I don't, I don't. But, you know, I do my best to give credit when I can. But, okay, life's greatest battles are fought within the silent chambers of your own soul. Whoa, this is speaking about shadow work and integration of, you know, your shadow into your conscious mind, right? Be prepared for your authenticity to offend some people. Those are the ones who don't matter. Boom. Worrying about the opinions of others. And you know what? That feeling, that discomfort you're feeling is a sign that it's time to grow. So level up. Shift to something bigger and lean in, right? Love, love, love it. Okay. So, Virgos, I hope this resonated. If you haven't already done so, certainly subscribe to my channel, like it, comment below, right? Hit me up for a personal if you like, okay? Much love and many blessings to all of my Virgo friends.